Hi there. Today I took on beautiful entry, which is an Gbpusd, which was a really nice entry after NFP. I executed a sell model. The reason behind that it was a really nice model because it's cleared out two major buy sell liquidity and it's also inside the daily fair area. So I'm planning to go for short. Since it was a very aggressive big move to the upside, so I'm planning to execute the sell entry as soon as I get the structure shift in 1 minute. I expect a quick flush to the downside, but unfortunately, it kind of stopped me out at break even at my first entry. The second entry, as soon as I sweep the first leg and give the inversion, I execute my second entry with full lot. Beautiful entry, and I closed it with very minimum profit. If I hold the trade, it would be a bang a trade, but I just closed it at low hanging fruit at 3% profit, I guess, close to 3% profit in my 50K. I'm not trading my live. I didn't took any trades in my live accounts. So yeah, that was a nice trade. So I'm gonna um, explore the trade in front of you guys. So first thing first, there is a weekly time frame. So daily time frame. As you can clearly see, this week the whole week was beautiful selling. Besides Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 4 day was a beautiful selling. There was not a much buying opportunities there. Every day, just a big dump to the downside. I expect some sort of buy model after it sweep the major liquidity, but unfortunately it didn't sweep. That was a major red flag for me to go for buy. 4 hour time frame. So I'm just quickly go over the trade in 15 minutes. When I was in the morning session, I marked out these equal lows and expect the price come and swap the low and print some sort of market maker buy model so I can target it was a clean liquidity, right? And I can target the Asian and London session liquidity. So that was my whole game plan in the morning. So with that, NFP candle. This was the NFP candle that was printed in the morning. It didn't sweep the sell side, but it gave the big displacement to the upside. Flip the M5, M15, H1 sellers fair value gap. Big displacement to the upside. Cleared up the London session and Asia session high. The market liquidity has been taken, and the previous day London session high also has been taken. So it was this whole range was the one of daily bearish fair value gap. So inside this range, I expect so the major liquidity has been taken. A lot of liquidity has been taken. So it should give some sort of reversal inside this range, or else after sweeping this liquidity, it should give some sort of reversal. So I'm planning to go for short here or here. That was my whole game plan in the morning. So I can explain it in 1 minute now. After this big move to the upside, there is a previous day session highs. This was not the whole execution that I made. These two are just the projections, just tape reading after my executions. This was the actual execution in the morning. As soon as it sweep this high, as soon as it enter the bearish fair value gap of daily time frame, it gave the beautiful structure shift, right? But it was not a good model. I knew that I never take this kind of entries. I never test that because this is 1 minute and I need to see good good structure to form. This is not a significant swing high, swing low. I knew that, but since the price moved dramatically towards upside, I was expect the huge dump, a quick flush to the downside. That's the reason why I execute this position. Big down close candle, which gave the structure shift with fair value gap. And as soon as I identify this value getting hold, I execute my position somewhere around here and put the stop at the high. As soon as price sweep this high, as soon as price clears out this low or entering this fair value gap, I break on my trade and the next candle stopped me out. And what happened next? It's keep on going higher. I'm just waiting for the high to sweep, not to go for some sort of beautiful sell entry. And you know, it's kind of engineering the liquidity here. It's kind of engineering the liquidity here. The last one manipulation leg to the upside, sweep all the liquidity. The first leg has been swept successfully. So now we are good to go. According to higher time frames, there is a significant swing low, at least in M15. So as soon as this is the last manipulation leg, right? Last manipulation leg to the upside. As soon as I get this big flip and this big candle, I execute my second position here, put the stop at the side, and expected what? Expected the price to reach the for the whole range. I just plot and expect the price to reach the equilibrium level, or at least to this level. That was my game plan. But I closed my position very early after clear of this low. After entering this value up, I was not holding the position. I just closed my position somewhere around here, and second position was somewhere around here. That's it. I'm not holding the position. I was like, okay, fine. I almost up 3%. I was in drawdown. I was in a losing streak, so I don't want to hold the position. Just take some winner and walk out. Walked out. Because here itself, this entry which I took in the morning, which it literally give 1%, which means I executed full lot in 50K, which means $500. But I didn't take any partials. I didn't take anything out of but I'm just break even the trade. I was planning to expect a huge run. That's why I'm not doing anything. I just break even the trade and and it just stopped me out. Okay, what happened? The reason why it's worked first like clean sweep, nice inversion with big displacement candle. So as soon as I identified this inversion, I entered my position here, put the stop at the side. I get my stop right here. And what happened next? It go all the way down, give the structure shift, give the 1 minute structure shift this, 5 minute structure shift is this, clean structure shift, and this fair value gap no longer holding the price, right? It's kind of closed below here. I closed my first position here, second position right here. And next, what happened? 10 o'clock, there was a huge data, beautiful manipulation to the upside. You can clearly see that, right? It just this this news candle, a 10 o'clock news candle, go all the way up, sweep this all liquidity, entering this fair value gap, which is aligned with this breaker. So the leg, good expansion move, structure shift, once the price manipulating to the upside. It's a clean manipulation. There is no structure, nothing, bro. It's just a manipulation to the upside. As soon as it swept the internal, I consider it as an internal swing. As soon as I identified this flip, I entered my second position. Not entered my second position mentally. These two was my actual position in the market. This was I was almost up 3%. I don't want to trade anymore here today. I just want to close the lap. But just because I'm sitting in the Nasdaq, so I'm planning to tape read. That's what I identify. Like after this sweep, after this big manipulation to the upside, fair getting tapped. I got that inversion, so I entered my position, put the stop at this high, and expecting what? Expecting at least to the equilibrium level of the whole swing. This is the equilibrium level. So no problem. So what happened here? It's flipped, but it didn't work. As soon as it sweep this low, it's go all the way up. Tap that data high one more time. Uh, so actually, what happened here is this is not the internal sweep. This is the actual internal sweep. That's the reason why it's worked really well. If the market give the internal sweep, which means It should not come to that point. That's the turtle soup. If you get the proper turtle soup, you can confidently move the stop loss to that point because it will because it didn't it shouldn't come to that point. That's the point of identifying turtle soup. I consider it as a sweet turtle soup and flip, but it didn't work, and it's kind of come all the way down, swept the low, go all the way up, and expect the data high to take, but unfortunately didn't. That's a red flag. It's okay. That's a red flag. But I was like, as soon as it's get flipped, I can go for a shot again, mentally, not physically. I'm not executing any position after that. Again, I once I get stopped out, I was like, okay, fine. What happened next? So if this data high swept, if I get any sort of inversion, I can go for one more shot, targeting lower prices since the price expansion is so high, expecting some good pullback. So that's what my plan in the morning. Either if it sweep the high, which would be so good. Otherwise, if I get a flip like this kind of displacement, it is so fine. I can execute my position. If not here, if here I'm very fine. But you can execute the position right here. So what happened here? You just tap big displacement. Okay, man. Actually, as soon as I get the flip, so I just wait for two things, bro. Sweep inversion or else inversion. It didn't sweep, but gave the inversion. Big inversion, not only inversion but also displacement. So price come on it and it which also leave this fair value gap. That fair value gap almost holding the price pushing lower, which is in 1 minute. And you can clearly see this is the inversion, right? That inversion getting tabbed as well. So if you set the limit order here, or if you set the limit order here, put the stop at this side, it's continuously getting protected. As soon as you identified this travel gap, you can put the stop at this side. Sorry, and execution at this point and put the stop at what? At here and expecting lower prices. It's worked really well. It's flipped, leave the fair gap, keep on holding, again structure shift, big displacement, go up, expected, it's keep on going lower all the way towards my anticipated expected target. Hmm. Then I'll just explain it in 5 minutes as well. So as you can clearly see, in 5 minutes after entering the coin, like this is liquidity sweep, structure clean structure shift, a tiny fair value gap that holding the price now got ran through. The only thing which made me feel a bit uncomfortable is there is no fair value gap created in M15 and M5. That was a bit red flag in today's execution. Structure shift, big displacement. This is the internal. So this is the news candle data high, data manipulation, and this is the internal. And as soon as the internal getting, it's not swept. If it's swept, it would be so great. I don't think. No, it's not a sweep. It's not a sweep actually. And what happened? It it didn't sweep, but it did flip this big M5 bullish fair value. Once it get flipped, we are good to go, bro. Then we don't need to worry about anything. You can execute the position confidently. And it was like after reach the point, it's a clean flip. You can see that. Damn. Okay, that's a mess. It's a clean flip. It's not only flip, but also come and tap the fair value gap, right? It's a clean flip. Then come and tap, getting respected. If I plot the fair value gap, the 50% of fair value gap might act as inverse. Might get respect. Start to sell off all the way to down towards the equilibrium level. Once it reaches the equilibrium 50 to 60, it start to reverse its direction. That's it. And then Nasdaq, I didn't execute any positions. Nothing to talk about that. That's it.